Hi, welcome to episode 284 of your favorite daily podcast, a couple of things, a podcast about things. Today, I'm going to be answering a listener question about being comfortable with documenting and sharing your creative work. A question from Waikiki: how to document and become comfortable with sharing my creative work. I have enough equipment to start. It's more about the fear of putting myself out there. Okay, so this is a thing that everybody's afraid of, and not just in professional or work context. It's also in personal relationships, in building friendships, and everything. Like, people are just, as human beings, we're just so shy in general about putting ourselves out there in whatever context, and it's totally normal to feel that way, right? And believe it or not, I also feel that way a lot of the time. Every day I publish this podcast, I'm like, oh my god, this is not a great episode. Well, not every day. Some days I'm like, wow, this was a good episode. But like, yeah, there are times where I'm like, this is not a great episode. But in my case, I have no choice but to post it, because my goal is literally to post an episode a day. So I just have to publish it like that. So that's one way to help yourself get over that initial block, is to put yourself in a situation where you are forced to share it. So that could be doing there are all these like challenges. There's writing, there's a November writing challenge where you write something every day for 30 months, every day for 30 days, and you have to publish it. There's the artist, there's one artist one, I can't remember what it's called, where there's a daily prompt, and you have to create some piece of art, whether it's a drawing, a painting, a sketch, whatever, that is aligned to that prompt. So whatever kind of creative work you want to do, put yourself in a context where you are forced to share with other people about your work. You could be taking a creative class, it could be joining a creative people community, accountability group, or whatever. Just find context where you have to share, and that is one way that you can just get over that initial, whatever is holding you back mentally from doing that. The second thing you can do is find trusted people to keep you accountable, people that you actually respect and don't want to disappoint. Or also put money on it. Like, basically put your money where your mouth is. Give somebody money and tell them that if you don't do the thing that this thing of sharing whatever work it is, then they should keep it, and it has to be a substantial amount that will actually pay you. So so you are gingered to actually do it. There's a lot of things you could do externally to help yourself become more comfortable with sharing. Maybe not even comfortable, but just get over that initial hesitation, because I don't think that anybody ever gets to that point where they are never ever uncomfortable about sharing something new. Every time there's always a bit of nerves and all of those things. So I don't think that ever really goes away. I don't know. Again, I'm a baby girl. I'm just a girl, so I don't know. I still have many years to uncover whether that actually goes away. But so far, it doesn't really go away in my experience. And you can do so many things to externally motivate you to start sharing, but at the end of the day, you just have to decide, because even if you give somebody money or whatever, something that is precious to you, whatever, to get you to post, you can choose to still not post. Even if you join an accountability group, even if you decide that, oh, you will do whatever monthly challenge or weekly challenge or daily challenge, whatever, even if you choose to do all those things, you still have the choice not to actually act on it. Just like I have the choice to one day say, I'm not doing this podcast again. It's okay. I have other things to do. I don't care enough to continue doing this. So at the end of the day, you have to, there's nothing anybody will tell you or do for you or whatever that will surpass your own decision to say, okay, you know what, I am deciding that I will post no matter what. I am going to post something every week, every month, whatever, every day, whatever that looks like for you. I'm going to just share something. It may not even be at a regular cycle, but whenever I create something, I will share it. Like, you have to make that decision for yourself. It's not something that can necessarily be, always triggered by external things, although there are those things that can help, like some of those things I mentioned. But really, at the end of the day, you have to forget about being comfortable with it and just do it. Like, you just need to do it. You can't wait till you feel comfortable, because that feeling will never come. I don't think, I may be wrong, but in my experience, the feeling of comfort with sharing your work, it never comes. You just have to share it, even if it means posting it and closing your phone and closing your laptop immediately. Do that, like, but you just have to come to that place where you're like, I'm posting this, I'm doing this, I'm actually going to do this thing that I have been saying I will do, or that I've been wanting to do. And there's really nothing I can say to you, or that other people can say to you, to trigger you into doing that. You have to just choose that today is the day. Now is the time. This moment is the moment. I'm just going to post this thing. I'm going to close my laptop. I'm going to go to sleep. But I have posted it. All right. And yeah, I don't know what else to say at this point. But I really think that you just need to, like, I know, just do it. Sounds a bit annoying as advice. But really, that's it. You just have to do it. You just have to. And the fear often comes from, yeah, that's another thing. You need to figure out, like, why do you not feel comfortable with sharing? Is it because you're afraid of rejection, or you think that your work is not going to be good enough, or you think that people will not engage with the work, so you just post it and it's like you posted into a void? Whatever it is, you need to get to the root of the hesitation behind not wanting to share, even though you want to as well. Like, you need to understand why you have this discomfort, and you need to work through that. So if you're of rejection, you just need to accept that, not everybody's going to appreciate the value of your work. I'm kidding. Sometimes you actually have done nonsense, and that's part of life. But the point is that rejection is part of life. There's no context in anything that you ever do in this life where rejection is not part of that story. So you just have to decide that, is my fear of being rejected, does it outweigh my desire to create and to share? If yes, then maybe you should share. But if no, then please go ahead and share. Like, you need to ask yourself that, is my fear of rejection and my not wanting to be rejected, does it outweigh the potential benefits of me actually sharing this thing? Does it outweigh the self-fulfillment I get from doing this work and sharing with other people and expressing my creativity in this way? And you choose whichever one resonates more with you. If it's fear of people not interacting, such is life. This 365-day project that I've been on, some videos don't get views, and I just keep posting. It doesn't matter. It's not about whether people are engaging with it, or 100 people, or 1 million people. It just needs to connect to one person at some point. And sometimes there are things that I published like long ago that nobody really engaged with at that time, and then once in a while I'll get an email from someone that, oh, this thing that you posted 5 years ago is so relevant to me now. I'm so thank you for posting it. And sometimes people will not message you those things, but there's somebody out there that will resonate with it. So it doesn't matter if you don't get thousands of views, and if many people don't engage with it, or some people reject it. There's somebody out there somewhere in the world that needs you to publish this thing. And I hope that encourages you to go ahead and start. And good luck with it. And that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Bye. I still need questions. I still need suggestions of who to talk to. I still need people who want to come on to talk about something to fill the form. So please do that. Thank you very much. And yeah, do like, share, subscribe if you found it interesting, insightful, and all the nice things. Bye.